Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture video. Today we will learn about selection sort. First of all, let me define to you what sorting is. It's very basic concept to arrange elements in ascending or descending order. We have different algorithms of sorting, for instance, merge sort, quick sort, radix sort, insertion sort, and selection sort. Today we are going to focus on selection sort. So I will explain to you how selection sort works. First of all, we have to divide selection sort. We have to divide an array into divide array into unsorted and sorted portion. After dividing the array into sorted and unsorted portion, we will find the smallest element in the unsorted portion. Small compare elements of unsorted portion of an array to find the smallest element. Once we have the smallest element, we will replace smallest element with the beginning element of the unsorted portion of the array. Let me explain to you in an example what I mean by this. Let's for instance we have an array. Let me go to my drawing here. Let's suppose we have 1 minute. Let's suppose we have an array. Sorry. Let's suppose we have an array here. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Array 15, 9, 8, 16, 1, and we want to sort this array. First we will divide it into unsorted and sorted portion. In the beginning this whole array is unsorted since we haven't sorted anything yet. This is the beginning element, and now we have to find the smallest element of the unsorted portion of array, which is 1. Replace 1 smallest element with the beginning element of the unsorted portion of an array, and the resulting array will be, after replacing 1 and 15, it will be 1, 9, 8, 16, 15. We will again do the same thing. This is the sorted portion, this is the unsorted portion. Now find the smallest element, which is 8. Replace it with the beginning element of the unsorted portion. Beginning element of the unsorted portion of an array. The resulting array will be 1, 8, 9, 16, 15. Again, we will do the same thing. This is the sorted portion, this is the unsorted portion. Find the smallest element in the unsorted portion, which is 9. Replace it with the beginning element of the unsorted portion, which is 9 itself. So we will just replace 9 by 9, which basically means the array will repeat itself, which will be 1, 8, 9, 16, 15. This time we have the sorted array 1, 8, 9 and unsorted array 16, 15. Find the smallest element in the unsorted array, 15. Replace it with the first element of the unsorted array, 16. The resulting array will be, let me go here, sorry. The resulting array will be 1, 8, 9, 15, 16. And this is it. We have just sorted the array using selection sort. Let me show you the example of code in Python. Let's suppose we have an array. 15, 16, 9, 8, 1. Okay, and we want to sort this array in ascending order. How we will do that? We have to use for loop to traverse through the array, and we will traverse only till the second last element of the array, because it's a waste of step if we go to the last element since there will be no element to compare with the last element, so we'll just traverse to the second last element. Okay, now we have to find the smallest element in the unsorted array. Okay, and when we find the smallest element we have to store it. So what we will do is we will store the index of the smallest element in a variable smallest element. Let's see, let's write, make it shorter, let's say smallest index, and in the starting it will be I, and then once we compare it with the other values, if we find any smaller value, we will change the smallest index value. For j in range I plus 1 comma len arr. Now you might be wondering why I used I plus 1. I used I plus 1 because if we are at 15, if I is equal to 0, which is 15, we don't want to compare 15 with 15. We want to compare 15 with 16, 9, 8, 1. So what we will do is I plus 1 here, and we have to compare 1 as well, so till the last element of the array. So how do we compare? We use we use if condition. If arr, if smallest index is greater than arrj, meaning if we found the smaller element, than we already had, we will change the smallest element index to the index of the element we just found to be smaller than the previous one, and the loop will continue till we reach the end of the array and have found the smallest element index. Now we have the smallest element index and we have the first element of the unsorted array. So we will swap the values. Arr I comma arr smallest index is equal to arr smallest index comma arr I. And this basically is the selection sort algorithm. This is all. Yeah, it's very easy. Now let's print out the array to check if it's working. We'll use for loop to print it out. Let's see if it prints out in an ascending order. Yes, it's working. So we successfully created a selection sort algorithm. The time complexity is let's keep it in quotes. The time complexity is big O of n square, since we are using nested loop.